Soalan pertama yang saya tanya dekat sini, okay, let's read the question. So tengok gambar macam ini, terus kamu kena tahu ini adalah logi nuclear. You should immediately know this is a nuclear reactor. Normally in our syllabus, when you see a nuclear reactor, it is either water pollution or air pollution. Actually, water pollution, air pollution, thermal pollution pun boleh. So Raja 11 di bawah menunjukkan logi nuclear. So I look for a picture of nuclear reactor and so that you can see the river beside the nuclear reactor. Saya cari gambar macam ini untuk soalan ini sebab sungai ini ada kaitan dengan soalan yang akan saya berikan. So berdasarkan Raja 11, terangkan pencemaran terma yang berlaku di sungai. So direct question. Explain how the thermal pollution occur. The word thermal means heat. Terma maksudnya haba. So pencemaran haba. Secara am, kamu sudah belajar dalam subjek fizik iaitu logi nuklear membebaskan banyak haba berlebihan. Untuk menyejukkan logi nuklear itu air akan digunakan. So you should already learn under physics. The cooling mechanism of this nuclear reactor is by using water. So the heat that is produced in the reaction will be absorbed by the water. The water become hot water. Kita hasilkan air panas di dalam logi nuklear. Cara paling senang untuk membebaskan air panas ini ialah air panas ini akan mengalir ke dalam sungai berhampiran. Sungai atau kolam berhampiran. That's what normally happens. The hot water flows into the river or the lake. So now inside the river, inside the lake, there is living organism. What is the effect to the living organism is what you need to explain. Thermal pollution in general is worth 2 marks, 3 marks only. We can't really make it a long question. Pencemaran terma, penerangan dia agak sedikit. 2 markah, 3 markah, itu sahaja. So the first point. Bila air panas mengalir ke dalam sungai, suhu air sungai itu akan mula meningkat. So as the hot water flows into the river water temperature increases. That should be our first point. So jawapan pertama ialah suhu air meningkat. So the first answer that we have in here, excess hot water from the nuclear reactor flows into the river water temperature increases. Air panas berlebihan dari logi nuklear dialirkan ke dalam sungai, suhu air sungai akan mula meningkat. So itu markah pertama. That's standard. That's the easy answer. But the next point is the main answer. Kalau suhu air meningkat, apa kesan kepada organisma hidup? So, dekat sini sebenarnya ada 2 penerangan. Bagaimana suhu mempengaruhi organisma hidup? Ada 2 penerangan. There is 2 ways to explain it. I prefer to use a term that you must know for water pollution. Kalau ada soalan berkaitan dengan pencemaran air, kamu mesti, dalam jawapan itu mesti ada terma keperluan oksigen biokimia, BOD. Biochemical oxygen demand. Your water pollution answer is not complete if you don't have an explanation about BOD. Biochemical oxygen demand. Perkataan oxygen demand. The oxygen demand means how much oxygen they use. The demand for the oxygen. Berapa banyak oksigen? Keperluan oksigen biokimia. Keperluan oksigen maksudnya berapa banyak oksigen yang diperlukan. Perkataan biokimia, the word biochemical, you can take it as the bacteria. So the bacteria inside the water, the decomposers inside the water, how much oxygen they need, how much oxygen they use. Keperluan oksigen biokimia. Bakteria pengurai yang ada dalam air itu, berapa banyak oksigen yang dia gunakan. Bacteria, decomposing bacteria that are found inside the water, how much oxygen they use. That is BOD. The idea is, if the BOD increase, kalau nilai BOD meningkat, bakteria pengurai gunakan lebih banyak oksigen. The decomposers use more oxygen. When they start to use more oxygen, dissolved oxygen in the water starts to decrease. Kalau BOD meningkat, oksigen terlarut dalam air akan mula berkurangan. If the BOD increase, dissolved oxygen in the water starts to decrease. And that's what this temperature is going to do. When the temperature increase, the bacteria become more active, BOD increase, dissolved oxygen starts to decrease. Suhu meningkat, bakteria pengurai menjadi lebih aktif, BOD meningkat, oksigen terlarut akan mula berkurangan. So, I prefer to use this answer related with BOD. Keperluan oksigen biokimia air sungai meningkat. BOD of the river water increases. You must write the full name. Biochemical oxygen demand of the river water increases. Kalau BOD meningkat, oksigen terlarut di dalam sungai itu akan mula berkurangan. Bila oksigen terlarut berkurangan, organisma aquatic seperti ikan akan mula mati. And that's about it. So within 2-3 sentence, you can get the 2 marks. I like to use biochemical oxygen demand as the answer because I want to remind you there is something called as biochemical oxygen demand. If you have water pollution, you must have that in the answer. BOD increase, dissolved oxygen decrease, aquatic organism die. Must have in water pollution answer. Nilai BOD meningkat, oksigen terlarut dalam air mula berkurangan, organisma aquatic mula mati akibat lemas, tak dapat oksigen. Itu penting untuk pencemaran air. Yang itu saya guna balik untuk pencemaran terma. I use back for thermal pollution. The other answer you can use is when the temperature increase, metabolism of living organism, aquatic living organism increase. Kalau suhu meningkat, kadar metabolisme badan organisma yang hidup dalam air juga meningkat. Another answer you can use. I'm not using that as the answer, but I'm informing you. There's 2 ways to answer this. I like to use BOD as the answer. The other answer is body metabolic rate increase, the organisms die. When the body metabolic rate increase, the fish die. Bila kadar metabolisme badan meningkat, ikan itu akan mati. Itu pun terima. But I prefer this answer because I want to remind you. Saya nak ingatkan kamu, bab 10 pencemaran air, BOD mesti ada dalam jawapan. BOD adalah jumlah oksigen yang digunakan oleh organisma pengurai untuk menjalankan proses penguraian di dalam air. Jumlah oksigen yang digunakan oleh organisma pengurai untuk menjalankan proses penguraian di dalam air. The amount of oxygen used by decomposers to do decomposition in water, in the water. Amount of oxygen needed or used by the decomposers to do decomposition in water. General idea, if BOD is high, that means the water is polluted. Lagi tinggi BOD, lagi tinggi pencemaran secara am. Sebab lagi tinggi BOD, lagi kurang oksigen dalam air. Lagi kurang oksigen dalam air, maksudnya sungai itu atau air itu tercemar. It's a polluted water. So, ini pencemaran terma. 2 markah sahaja. Dalam silibus, pencemaran ada 4. BUTA, buta. Bunyi udara terma air. Bunyi penerangan dia 1 markah sahaja. Terma 2 markah. Saya dah bagi 2 markah. Udara dengan air adalah soalan yang paling penting. In English, you say pollution. 1, WANT. Water, air, thermal, noise. WANT, WANT. Water, noise, thermal, air. Out of these 4, thermal pollution only 2 marks. I already give you the 2 marks. Noise pollution is only 1 mark. So, tak begitu penting. Air pollution and water pollution. This is what we need to focus. Water pollution came out 2 years ago. So, I'm focusing into the air pollution. Under the air pollution, one of the question is global warming. But before global warming, here, another famous question in syllabus which you cannot ignore. Deforestation. Penyahutanan.